Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, I think ADA, it still seems very choppy on the way up, very slow. So certainly at the moment the move down is still the preferred option until we see evidence that the yellow wave count, which would send us higher, is indeed working out. And I mean, let's first talk about the overall short-term bearish count, which would lead to another low. We obviously started here at this fourth wave on the 15th of April with the wave 4 top, and now we're coming down in this wave 5, which might sort of go towards the 17-cent range because we have quite a bit of structural support starting there and below it. So there's a bit of a range there. The thing is, it's been coming down. The move to the upside is currently just corrective. What does it mean? It's characterized by a lot of overlapping price action. It's certainly not what we call impulsive, which would be an indication of that a low has been struck, a lasting low. Of course, a low has been struck, but is it a lasting low? That is really what matters. Are we going back into a more attractive, let's say, alt season, or are we already turning around? Can we expect like a 2x or something? I don't see it yet. Okay, I need to see more evidence for that. The thing is, at the moment, we only have so-called 3 waves up. So it's a corrective structure. It can easily be interpreted as wave 4, which would sell off in another wave 5. It didn't even do anything crazy with regards to Fibonacci retracements. So that entire move got rejected at the 50% retracement, one of our resistance levels given at the time, relevant for a wave 4. So everything's going according to script, really. And it should follow through to the downside. Yeah, it should. It could, of course, go up and could follow the yellow count, which is why I'm giving a bullish alternative, which included a trend reversal area, which was successful. So anybody who, you can obviously trade the trend reversal areas. That's the idea. You don't trade the primary count. You trade the areas of low risk, high reward, which are revealed by each of the counts presented. And this one worked out already, but is it following through impulsively? I would challenge that, okay? So at the moment, until I see further evidence, I would expect another low, personally. And how do we get more evidence that the price is already turning around? Well, it's always the same process we're following. It's just difficult to recognize the waves. So what we need to see is 5 waves up. Now, you could argue that this here was already a 5-wave move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a so-called leading diagonal of a wave 1. That is when we recognize that structure, even though it's not high probability, but we recognized it, provided a support area, trend reversal area for a wave 2 pullback. Price came into it in 3 waves and reversed out of it quite well. Yeah, it looked quite good here, but it actually broke down again, but didn't make a new low. But yeah, because it's a leading diagonal, it could be something more bullish, but it needs to prove itself. We cannot trust diagonals. They can easily be interpreted as corrective structures, as you can see here. A diagonal structure, there are certain rules attached to it. So how does it prove itself? I wanted to rally in 5, which it might have done. Not clear though. Then hold a support in 3 waves, which it did. And then take off impulsively and rally above the wave 1 high. Now that's the step it's been missing. It hasn't done that yet. And the third wave here would consist of 5 waves as well, but it at least needs to break above that wave 1 high at 30.5 cents to prove further that the yellow wave count should be considered with a little bit more emphasis. Yeah, then we can look at that, and then we should get this third wave into the 40-cent, low 40-cent region. That's the 1.618 extension of wave 1. Then we should get a 4th wave and another 5th wave, and then it starts again, right, with a 1-2 setup. Yeah, that's currently the view about ADA. There is, of course, short-term micro resistance here at this previous X wave high. We just got rejected there again at around 29 cents. Then we've got the resistance at 30.5 cents. And be aware that what ADA is doing at the moment is just simply retesting the trend line from below. So at the moment, no evidence it's following through to the upside, and it rather looks corrective to the upside. So yeah, it could be that we had here 1-2 setup, but the problem is if it breaks below that Friday low, I think it has a good chance to break down. Okay, of course, it could still be, even if it comes down a little lower, it could extend this wave 2. So yeah, looking at the bigger picture, this might have been an A wave of wave 2, a B wave, and we come down in a C. As long as it's holding 23.8 cents, this wave 2 is a valid assumption, and it could still go higher. Tactically, that means if anybody entered in that box, yeah, with a low risk, high reward trade, you can manage risk. Maybe you want to scale out already because it doesn't really take off impulsively at this stage. Might want to keep some cash at hand for lower prices. But then again, we have so many better there are better setups than this out there. There's no need to trade something like that at the moment. But anybody who likes to. So the thing is, when you enter here and price doesn't really take off impulsively, you might as well want to scale out or at least manage risk. That's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.